The Black King is trapped on the 8th rank, squeezed between his own pieces like a cornered animal. The White Queen hovers above him, a guillotine suspended in the air. The American knight controls the only escape squares. It's a matter of seconds. But how did they get here? How did a Soviet titan, undefeated for decades, find himself reduced to this, a king with no way out, a throne crumbling? The answer lies 47 moves back, when it all began with a simple pawn advancing 2 squares. The Bolshoi Theater Hall is silent. It's December 1983. The Cold War isn't in the newspapers. It's on the board. On one side, Ethan Cole, the American prodigy, 32 years old, newly crowned United States champion. On the other, Viktor Orlov, the idol of the Soviet Union, 63 years old, former world champion. He doesn't play for himself. He plays for the red flag hanging above the stage. The arbiter starts the clock. Cole takes a deep breath and pushes his king's pawn forward 2 squares. It's Fischer's opening, the move that says, "I came here to attack." Orlov doesn't hesitate. He moves his own pawn, not forward, but to the side. The Sicilian, an aggressive defense that transforms positional play into open warfare. The American smiles. He wants a fight. Cole develops his knight, leaping it forward. Orlov responds. His pawn advances modestly, but there's no modesty there. It's bait. It's an invitation to chaos. The American pushes another pawn to the center, offering it. Take it if you dare. Orlov accepts the challenge. He captures. Cole recaptures with his knight. The exchange was equal, but the center of the board now belongs to the white pieces. In the first 10 moves, both follow theory. Knights leap, pawns expand, bishops slide to the diagonals, but each positioned piece is a weapon being loaded. Each move, a breath before the strike. On the 15th move, Cole does something unexpected. He pushes a side pawn, not to attack directly, but to create silent pressure, like slowly tightening someone's throat. Orlov frowns. This wasn't in the books. The Russian responds by moving his own pieces forward, building a wall in the center. It seems impenetrable, but Cole knows that every wall has a crack. He just needs to find it. For 20 moves, they dance. Rooks double on the files. Bishops aim across the board like snipers. The queens, still distant, watch, waiting for the moment to enter the battle. And then Cole sacrifices. He offers a piece, a knight, like someone throwing bait into a river. Orlov looks. He sees the trap, but to refuse would be to admit fear. He captures. In the next instant, the board explodes. Cole moves his rook to the central file, like opening a floodgate. The pressure that was contained now flows, brutal, toward the Black King. Orlov tries to defend. He moves a rook to block. But the American has already foreseen this. He doubles his rooks. Now there are 2 weapons pointed at the heart of the Russian position. Orlov counterattacks. His own rook invades white territory, giving check. Cole is forced to move his king, but he doesn't retreat. He moves it to the side, where it's safer. You're going to have to do better than that. The Russian tries again. Another check. The White King moves again, this time to an even stranger square. Vulnerable, but calculated. Because Cole knows something Orlov doesn't see yet. The counterattack will come from where the Russian least expects it. He moves his queen, not to attack directly, but to position, like placing a stone on the edge of a cliff, waiting for the moment to push. The White Queen now watches the Black King from afar, and Orlov feels it. Something is wrong. The Russian tries to reorganize his pieces. He moves his king away from the center, seeking safety on the sides. But he's only delaying the inevitable. Cole advances his knight, an elegant leap cutting off the escape routes. Orlov looks at the board. His fingers hover over the pieces. They hesitate. He moves his rook, trying to create a defense. It's a desperate gesture, like raising a paper shield against a blade. Cole responds with surgical precision. He moves his queen again, this time to a square that seems harmless. But the Russian sees the truth. From that position, the White Queen can give check. And if she gives check, the king will have nowhere to run. The minutes pass, the position tightens. Every piece Orlov moves seems to walk into a trap. Every defense Cole has already calculated. The American isn't playing move by move. He's playing the entire sequence, like reading a book whose ending he already knows. The clock ticks. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Cole moves his queen diagonally. It's a quiet move, almost gentle, but it carries the weight of inevitability. The queen slides across the light squares, positioning herself like a chess piece in a problem composed centuries ago. Orlov sees it now. The net is closing. He tries to breathe. His hand trembles slightly as he reaches for his rook. He moves it to the 8th rank, trying to defend, but it's like putting a finger in a dam that's already cracking. The water will come through anyway. Cole brings his knight forward again, not aggressively, but methodically. The knight lands on a square that controls 2 critical points. From there, it watches over the battlefield like a sentinel. Orlov's pieces are running out of good squares, running out of air. The Russian moves his king, a desperate attempt to escape the diagonal. The king shuffles to the side, seeking refuge behind his own pawns. But Cole has already seen this. His queen glides forward, not giving check yet, but threatening it. The threat is worse than the execution. It forces Orlov to react, to defend, to move pieces away from where they're most useful. Orlov pushes a pawn, trying to create space, but the pawn advance only weakens his position further. It opens lines, creates holes. Cole's pieces pour through like water through cracks in ice. The American moves his rook. It slides along the file, joining forces with the queen. Now 2 major pieces are aimed at the Black King. The coordination is beautiful. The rook supports the queen protects the knight controls the escape squares. It's a symphony of destruction. Orlov tries one more defensive maneuver. He moves his own queen, trying to trade pieces. If he can exchange queens, maybe there's hope. Maybe he can hold the endgame. But Cole looks, calculates in seconds what would take others minutes, and simply moves his queen away. He doesn't want to trade. He wants to hunt. The clock marks 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The ticking is the sound of a sentence being read. Cole's queen swoops in. She gives check. The Black King must move. Orlov has no choice. His hand trembles as he touches his king. He slides it 1 square to the side, but there's nowhere to hide. The board has become a prison. Cole brings his knight forward again. Another leap, another square controlled. The knight and queen work together now, like partners in a dance they've performed 1,000 times. Every move by one piece makes the other stronger. Orlov's breathing becomes heavier. He can see it now, the pattern, the inevitability, but he doesn't surrender. Not yet. He wants to see how it ends. He wants to see how far the American will go. He moves his rook, trying to block the diagonal. Cole captures it immediately. The White Queen takes the rook, and now there's nothing left between her and her prey. Orlov recaptures with his own queen, forced to make the trade he didn't want. But it doesn't save him, because Cole's knight is still there, still controlling, still watching. The audience is in religious silence. Kasparov, in the 3rd row, doesn't blink. Karpov, backstage, holds his chin. Everyone sees what's happening. A hunt, a king being cornered. Cole moves his queen again. She advances to a square that seems impossible. How did she get there? How did Orlov allow this? But looking back at the position 5 moves ago, 10 moves ago, it's clear. Every move Cole made was leading here. Every sacrifice, every retreat, every quiet developing move. All of it was building toward this moment. Orlov looks at the clock. 1 minute and 49 seconds. He looks at the board. His king is trapped in the corner. His pieces are scattered, disorganized, unable to help. The White Queen is poised. The White Knight stands ready. He tries one last time. He moves a pawn, trying to give his king breathing room. But Cole has calculated this too. He moves his knight, not to give check, not to capture anything, just to control, to dominate, to seal off the last escape squares. The knight, protected by the queen, watches over the 2 squares where the Black King could run. There's no escape. There's no salvation. The position is frozen, beautiful and terrible. The Black King is trapped. The white pieces coordinate perfectly, and the next move will be the last. Orlov touches his king with his fingertips. He looks at it, like someone saying goodbye to an old friend. How many times did he hold this king? How many battles did he win with it? How many times did he save it from the impossible? He releases his breath, leans back slowly, and then, instead of laying the piece down on the board as tradition demands, he lifts it carefully, as if the weight of the piece were the weight of defeat itself, and he extends it to his opponent. It's a rare gesture. Few have ever seen something like this. Handing the king to the victor is more than acknowledging defeat. It's acknowledging the greatness of the other. Ethan raises his eyes, surprised. His expression, controlled until now, falters. He receives the king in silence, with both hands, as if receiving something sacred. For an instant, the two lock eyes. There are no winners or losers there. There's only understanding, the respect of one master recognizing another, the passing of a torch from one generation to the next. Orlov speaks quietly, his voice hoarse. "It was a beautiful game," Cole responds, his voice trembling. "It was an honor." The audience rises. Some applaud, others cry. There are those who cover their faces with their hands, moved. Women hold handkerchiefs. Men discreetly wipe their eyes. But neither player smiles. They just look at the board, now still, like looking at a battlefield after the last shot. In the days that followed, the game would be analyzed by experts from around the world. Every move would be dissected, every decision questioned. But those who were present knew that no analysis would capture the true meaning of that moment. Because chess, in the end, isn't about perfect moves. It's about dignity. It's about respect. It's about recognizing the humanity in the other, even when they defeat us. Years later, that game would be remembered as the Silence of Moscow, a moment when two men proved that, even in the face of the end, dignity can still prevail. And in the notes found in Orlov's diary, a single sentence: "The young man played like Fischer, but he won like no one else."